Good evening. Shabana Azmi, eminent actor and our chief guest for the evening. Mr. Harshvardhan Singhania, Vice Chairman and Managing Director at JK Papers. Shashi Deshpande, this year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Our eminent jury for AutHer Awards, respected publishers, authors, colleagues, and dear friends in the audience. Welcome to the 4th edition of AutHer Awards, a joint venture between JK Paper and the Times of India to celebrate women writers, their diversity of voices, richness of stories, and the impact of their writing on the literary world. Invisible for the longest time, hiding behind anonymous or male pseudonyms, women were held back from telling their stories because telling her story empowers a woman. But now today, they are breaking down barriers and paving the way for future generations of women writers. In October last, the Inter-Parliamentary Union announced that only 6 countries in the world out of its 178 members can claim that they have at least 50% female representation in their parliaments. The 6th country that joined the group was New Zealand in October 2022. The rest of the world's parliaments, including those of the G7, the most powerful nations of the world, are overwhelmingly a man's domain. In India, women represent only 14% of the total members of the Lok Sabha. We were also told that globally, only 26% lawmakers are women. Alarmingly, the report pointed out that overall, the progress towards gender parity is stalling. The risk of reversal is intensifying. At the present rate, says the forum, it will take 130 years to reach full parity in the parliaments. 130 years. But not so with the publishing industry. Recently, an economist at the University of Minnesota, Joel Waldvogel, made a heartening discovery after researching the contribution of men and women to the book publishing industry over the last 70 years. He found that by 2020, for the first time in history, women were publishing more books than men. Women's share of published titles increased from about 20% in the 1970s to over 50% by 2020. And the reassuring news is that women did not displace the men. In fact, the whole industry grew once more women started writing, and by 2021, female authored books sold more copies on average than those written by men. As a result, there are a lot more books in the market today that offer us narratives and perspectives that belong uniquely to women. The conversations around diversity, inclusivity, breaking away from stereotypes started a long time back. But we can actually see these getting louder and getting internalized now. Not taking away from the efforts of millions across the world, I think we can safely say that in our own little way, with initiatives such as the AutHer Awards, the Times of India and JK Paper are doing a bit in paving the way to a more equitable universe in the future, a world where decisions will be taken and opportunities leveled out based not on gender, race or the color of your skin, but on sheer capability and deservingness. In a year when the Nobel Prize for Literature went to a woman, Annie Arnaud, and India's Gitanjali Shree and her translator Daisy Rockwell received the International Booker Prize, there is the danger of celebrating too soon and too much. Celebrate we must. But it must be done keeping the larger picture in mind, remembering we still have a long way to go. Do remember that of the 119 individuals who have received the prestigious Nobel Literature Prize since 1901, 102 have been men and only 17 women. The scene with the Booker is better. So far, 35 men and 18 women have won the prize. Back home, till date, only about 8% of the Sahitya Academy Awards have gone to women. This is no matter of chance, but a matter of a systemic bias that permeates the literary world. We need to create more opportunities for women authors to showcase their work and to receive recognition. We need to challenge the stereotypes and biases that limit women's access to the literary world. The question never was, nor is, whether women write better than men or vice versa. The point is that women must be read as writers, not women writers, and their writing be appreciated without being presumed to be inferior or marginal, only because of their gender. Our chief guest for this evening is veteran actor Shabana Azmi, who has through real and real life always been a strong votary of women empowerment, questioning traditions and nurture in the role of women in society and the way we bring up our boys. Also present with us today, as I said, is eminent novelist Shashi Deshpande, who writes with deep insight into the female psyche and exposes the tradition that trains a woman to play a subservient role in the family. We are blessed to have amongst us two of these strong, independent-minded women who have had great careers and been an inspiration to thousands of women from all spheres of life. Coming to the awards this year, ladies and gentlemen, we received around 1,900 entries. Yes. The entries went through a thorough auditing by Grant Thornton, after which an expert screening committee of diverse backgrounds helped us go through and choose the lot that would reach the judges. A panel of 3 judges for each category, and they're all sitting here at this table, was selected, and fiction, non-fiction, children's books and debut were the 4 categories. Headed by one jury chair, we shared the criteria to be employed, and the judges took upon themselves the daunting task of going through all the books. First, a long list was arrived at for each category, then a short list, and finally the judges are ready to announce the winners today. All our shortlisted candidates are also here with us. I take this opportunity to sincerely thank Mr. Harshpati Singhania for his keen interest in the process of writing and reading, the publishing industry, and his contribution in instituting this award. Thanks to our judges for their time and expertise, and our team at TOI for their unstinting efforts in planning in executing this amazing event. I congratulate all our women authors present here. Let us work together to create a more inclusive and equitable literary world, where all voices are heard and all writers are recognized for their achievements. Keep writing, keep inspiring, and keep making a difference. And to end, in deference to Shabanaji's presence here today, I dare to quote Vinita Nangia, and I hope I get this right, with Sati Ma. कोई तो सूद चुकाए, कोई तो सूद चुकाए, कोई तो जिम्मा ले उस इनकलाब का, कोई तो जिम्मा ले उस इनकलाब का जो आज तक उधार सा है. Thank you.